Welcome to Unrolled, episode number 81. My name is Mike. Across the table, we have Chuck. Backwards hat side is Jeremy, and we're missing Andrew because he's out playing with his deck.
Yeah, he had a big deck energy today.
Yeah, he had big deck energy. Now, I don't have you at all. For
Yo,
some reason.
what's up?
Okay, that's all
He
right.
had his deck is soft.
Yeah,
soft wood on his deck.
Yeah.
They make pills for that.
Well, they do. They do.
He's getting older. I mean,
Well,
Right. I mean, they make pills for that.
the deck's getting older.
right.
I don't,
The deck,
I don't understand.
yeah,
I don't understand what he thinks staying at home playing with it's going to do.
I don't know either, and he invited us to come play with it too, which was fucking weird, wasn't it?
Well, I mean,
I know there's been talk about my sexuality, but I never knew his was in question.
Yeah, he didn't even say no, Jeremy. He just like,
No.
hey guys, will you come play with my wood on my deck?
Yeah.
he does get pretty excited to roll around with dudes.
Right, he does,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's all about like grabbing that gi and just like
Yeah,
getting in.
like,
you
he
know?
likes that hot, sweaty meat.
Yeah. Fucking best episode ever already. Oh,
So,
so Andrew's out playing with his deck. I guess it was an emergency deck repair.
Yeah.
And we should have just, if we were a little bit more mobile, or we woke up earlier, we could have just took some cameras and mics over there and just been a
Banged on his deck.
Yeah, we could have been like stroking his deck.
it's like 4 dudes, 1 deck.
Yeah. You're on fire today, bro.
Boom, let's go.
Did you sleep a lot last night? What's going on? You're on today. Appreciate you bringing the heat.
Ah, well, you know.
I like it.
Oh my goodness, man! What a day! What a day!
Oh man.
Yeah. How was your week, brother?
Mine was actually really good. We had the Saturday stogie down at the Alton store.
I saw you guys are packed.
We are. It's a really cool thing. It's a Facebook group, which I always feel creepy saying, but it's a Facebook group that once a month, minus a few months, they go to a different cigar shop around St. Louis. So they pick a cigar shop. Everybody goes there, from all over. Man, there's people that drove a few hours.
No kidding,
Yeah,
man.
a few hours to get down to the Alton shop. So, but like next month. So once a month, they just kind of all show up at a shop, and they let the shop owners know and stuff
of
like
course.
that. And so we had. What was beautiful was last year we had 30 people from it, right? We just opened up, and and I was so embarrassed because we had 2 chairs, and I think they were folding chairs,
Right.
And so I was trying to delay it. I wanted to be better prepared. I wanted to look nicer. I wanted better representation.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your baby.
And they just went, nope, we're coming. And I'm like, bro, I don't have chairs. We'll bring chairs. I don't even have a fridge. We'll bring coolers. Man, they brought coolers, chairs, freaking tables, some kind of cool camping table thing, man, and it would hold liquor bottles, and so that location is really awesome because there's a convenience store right around the corner. So we have ice, we have bottles, and
What's around the corner?
Max Corner Store on 4th and Bell.
Yeah, that's where all our guys go before rehearsal.
Sure, man, get that C4, bro.
Yeah, they do. They get something there. I don't know what it is.
Dude, is it body armor? No, there's something that's there that's made of coconut water, man, and it's super hydration.
That's good stuff.
I've been on some Pedialyte because I've been on the alcohol too much. So
Really?
Yeah, man. So I've been rehydrating with the Pedialyte.
You gotta reverse that shit.
Yeah, no. So today will be. I had two cocktails last night, a little, and it's hipster shit, right? So it's fucking 2 ounces total.
You get as much as you get in your tacos.
Fuck yeah,
It's
man.
like a dram.
It was not.
You get a Dixie cup full of tacos and a fucking.
Dude, they were very tasty. The corn dip shit was fucking fire. It was good.
Right.
I mean, I could use some more heat, but whatever,
Always.
But man, for after tip, I'm probably $60 in for four little wet. Dude, that's why I lose weight, because I eat at these hipster places, bro, and you don't get much food for the dollar. So I run out of money before
Bank account and waistline both get thinner.
They do, bro. Exactly. So it was pretty good tacos, though. I'll give them that. But man, it's I'd rather go to Taqueria Maya because I'm gonna actually get satisfied.
You ever hit up Toxie over in Edwardsville?
Bro, come on, man. That's my jam, man.
Now you talk about a margarita, bro.
You talk about fucking losing your fucking wallet to that motherfucker.
But at least you walk out satisfied.
So the other day I posted a cucumber margarita. It was like on a Sunday because I went and picked up my bicycle from up there.
Yeah.
That was from Cigar Z. I'm at Cigar. Dude, on Sunday they have breakfast burritos.
Yeah.
Only on Sundays.
Right.
Fuck, forget about it, man. It's fucking fire.
Ridiculous,
so,
huh?
Cigar Z is we almost had him in Alton.
Really?
Yeah, location 2 was supposed to be on, actually across from Hinkle.
No kidding.
Where Alton Works was, and then Mike Z passed away. So that whole deal fell apart.
Damn.
Bro, could you imagine?
Come back, Mike Z. Come back.
Right, dude.
Yeah, that would have been fire after practice or something.
Dude,
anytime.
Anytime, man.
Anytime.
I mean, we don't have we have Tequila Maya, but man, you gotta, there's, when you get there, when you drive there, for me, because I go through Upper Alton to get to Tequila Maya. I don't know if you've been there, man. It's actually got some pretty good tacos there.
Do
Where's
they?
Tequila Maya at?
Huh?
Where's Tequila Maya at?
College Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm trying. It's next to the old
Village Inn.
Village Inn.
Okay. Right on. I've never eaten there.
Bro, they have tongue cheek.
Got everything, huh?
I mean, I think they even got the brain.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Have you not eaten there?
No.
Dude, it's not bad.
See, that'd be a hard press for me because I don't eat much meat.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I haven't for about a year and a half. I mean, I will every once in a while. It's not really a big deal, but
right.
It fucks up my back. Yeah. So it's weird. Forever, I didn't realize when I broke my back, I broke it twice, right? In the same fucking place, L5S1, down by the pelvis. And when you consume meat, it takes a little longer to digest, and it sits right there and digests, and it presses up against that part of my back, and it causes a slight paralysis in my left leg,
right?
And it hurts like all fucking get out. So I just stay away from it.
I thought your back was hurting from carrying this show.
You don't eat meat, but he sure likes the bone.
Ooh.
Still, sure likes the what?
Sure likes the bone.
Yeah.
Sure likes the bone.
Just like me, a big deck.
Right. Everybody wants a bigger deck.
That's right. But hey, earlier you were talking about the shop. We sort of got sidetracked though. You were talking about the event, man.
Oh yeah. So I mean, what was really cool this year is I tried to take some photo. I got tipsy with everybody, man. I'm one of those cigar shop owners around St. Louis that will actually get down and party with the people, and
oh sure, yeah,
so,
man.
Because a lot of them, are older, or whatever. So I just try to come, like I'm throwing out rap lyrics and shit. I mean, we're all the same age, and we have similar upbringings.
Well, those commonalities form bonds.
Sure,
man.
absolutely, man. And so, but we had people outside of the shop with their lawn chairs, and then we took over the whole block, like in front of Morrison's. There was like, there's 20 people outside smoking cigars and chilling out. And one couple, they actually brought their car down, and they were going to go to the car show the next day. They drove 3 hours, and then then we canceled the car show, and they're like, well, we have nothing else to do tomorrow, so they just went exploring. But they stayed in a hotel in Alton and everything.
No shit.
Yeah.
What happened to the car show?
Well, we had about 20% of the people that travel far canceled because of the forecast, and then so we canceled the show, so that way everybody would show up. So we rescheduled it for July 16th. So,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
so I mean, it was people are already calling. We were stuffing the bags. I gotta get those bags. We were stuffing the goodie bags, I guess the day before, and then we and we were talking about how there's like 6-7 of us, and we just set everything on a real long conference table, grabbed a bag and walked around and just threw shit in it, right? And so we had like 150 goodie bags stuffed, so the first 150 participants get a bag. And then I'm like, in my head, I'm going, this show ain't gonna happen, because this is so efficient. We're done with this shit in like 1 hour.
Right.
Everything's going smooth. Yeah. The street's looking good. Like everything's looking fucking perfect. Yeah. Our dots on the road are bright and colorful. I mean half of them. And so I'm like, bro, like this is gonna be. There's no way it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it was. and it rained, and it did rain pretty hard, and we wouldn't have had a good.
Did it rain in the morning or did it rain?
It rained till about 1:00.
Yeah.
In the
It was
afternoon.
heavy.
Well, I know
rain.
it drizzled till about 1:00.
Well, it was fucking straight up pouring.
We had a fucking Florida 4:00 downpour for a while.
Yeah, because the yoga building, I when I was up there
It was
working.
just drizzling up by me.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
it rained hard at some point, but it was just drizzling.
No, yeah,
The
it
rest
was.
of the day
It straight poured down there, and then I guess about mid-afternoon Sunday, it was cooler, and I mean it would have been beautiful to have a late show or whatever, but yeah. So in 26 years of that car show going on, this is only the second time we've had a rain delay. So,
No kidding. That's
yeah,
pretty good.
Or they have.
It's pretty good average, man.
Yeah, it's not so bad, right?
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, good on y'all for calling it while people were still like before they started coming.
Right. And then everybody had like an extra day. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like we have cleanup crews that we had to get a hold of and media and all this shit that, we had to do for like Alton Main Street, to reschedule that. Like all this behind the scenes stuff that I'm privy to now. That normally it's like, oh, it's July 16th. You just put it in your phone for a new date and go on. But,
Yeah.
I was like, I'll take some of that burden off of you because
It'd be
it's
a
Sunday.
hot ass day that day.
July 16th? Yeah, well, sure.
That's
So-
when I seen it move. Well, actually, later that day, I was like, "It's nice out. The temperature's nice out."
Oh, it's beautiful.
And I go, "I fucking guarantee you, it's gonna be sweltering."
What's
July
crazy?
16th, sweltering
What's crazy is
because of that.
yeah,
For real, yeah.
What's nuts to me is that I forget that it's summer. It's summer right now. It's like we didn't really have a spring.
Well, I don't know. We had sort of a
Well,
long, gradual thing,
we
right?
we had a spring on Sunday. It was cold and rainy, and then motherfucker was back to 80.
It seems like our seasons have all shifted slightly.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure it's as it should.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the world's trying to kill us. So,
I think we tried to kill the world.
well, right now it's payback time.
Payback time, right? Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
This dude's playing a long game, bro. He's gonna get us. So,
Yeah, he's like, I'll see your ass in a billion years, fucker.
I'll spin this rock the other way, motherfucker.
That's right, man. Oops.
So the event was great. We sold a bunch of cigars, lots of awesome pictures, man. I'm very flirty when I do events, so I always like to get prom pictures and shit like that,
Yeah.
So like where you cheese up real good, so I've morphed the prom photos into cheek kissing photos. So
Oh,
yeah, so
as you get older, it gets creepier.
yeah, oh fuck,
Right.
right. My age has been a joke for a hot minute now. So
Gonna be doing the Biden thing before too long and petting girls.
Jesus, fuck.
There'll be photos of him creeping up behind him.
Your hair smells nice.
Fuck me, dude.
Where are
And that's a wrap.
right. This show's over.
Right.
Fucking canceled.
Do over. Oh, goodness gracious, man.
Yeah, you recording? Oh, damn it. Wait.
Right.
Oh, creepy Mike.
Right.
That's awesome, man.
Be even funnier if one day I'm mayor and this shit comes back up.
Right? It's turned into a whole new thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Here
Let me sniff that shoe you got on that foot.
I got some toast. Where's that toe jam?
That's right, buddy.
Anyway, yeah. So no, the weekend was pretty, and it's so Josh is running that store down there, and he's I'm placing the order. I placed the order on yesterday, 2 cigar orders, and I have to order a lot, and the money's in the account to reorders and stuff, and I'm like, why the fuck are we selling so many cigars? And I'm like, it's not even summer. It's fucking summer, dude.
Yeah.
School's out, golf's going, boating season's here.
It's just been so mild.
Dude, it's just it's been a trip. Like my head is still April, like it's not even.
But are you enjoying it though? I mean,
it's kind of a whirlwind, and it's like we're still doing other things, So it's like I haven't like got to truly appreciate it, and I don't know if I'm that guy that actually does that or not. Like,
man, it takes time, dude.
Yeah,
It takes time in a lot of businesses.
So like when you started blowing up, it's like you're just kind of eyeballing like how to keep up, and then that's what's in your mindset is like, all right, I don't want to let these people down. How do I keep going?
It's hard.
And it's like, now what's the next thing that's gonna wow the next year.
Yeah, isn't it weird how when you get into that flow, which isn't really a flow, but whatever that fucking that tornado is, that you've gotten somewhere that's so fucking awesome. And it's hard to just sit and say, cool, well, I'm here, let me just enjoy it. Instead, it's like, how do I keep going? No, if you just stay, you're going to keep going.
Right.
But what you're trying to do is keep that trajectory on an upward.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
And it's got a plateau. Like, so we had the largest single week of cigar sales. So I was there Monday working. I literally have Chuck's fucking mask on because I was cleaning up flood of 19 shit in the basement.
Oh, nice.
You know, I got muck boots on.
I wondered where that went. I left it up there.
Yeah. So that's from all the asbestos. So I put all that asbestos right in, right away. And then, so like Monday, people are coming in buying cigars, you know, and I'd hear them walk on the floor because I had a door open because I was carrying shit out, but not the door that everybody's been using.
Right.
So I hear people walking. I come up there like Darth Vader. I'm like, can I help you? You know, and they're like, can we get cigars? I'm like, sure. Let me take off my gloves, my fucking mask,
yeah.
This, that, and the other, and you know, I got like trap wrap fucking blasting, you know, and I'm like, sure, I guess, you know, I'm like, we're open Wednesday through Sunday, but I'll take your money on Monday or Tuesday, you know, if I'm here, you know.
Yeah.
So, definitely, it was a great week, and I was talking to Josh about it, and I'm like, there's no way we're gonna do more than this. You know, that was Saturday Stogie. I mean, we missed the car show, but we still had some decent sales on Sunday. But, you know, it was just a good week. You know, like, you know, it's ebbs and flows.
Is there any thought at all about opening longer hours during the summer?
Well, we're open till 9 on Friday and Saturday.
No, but I mean more days.
More days. As this one, you know, comes to an end more, and I have like an office down there. Like I was doing the bills and admin shit yesterday down there, you know, so I had the door open. Hinkle and Jared came down and, you know, we smoked a cigar. But like next Monday, we're going to grab cigars, get on the bike, and then go to Grafton and just smoke up there. Like, why are we smoking right here? I don't have, we're not.
Right.
So I kind of want those 2 days closed just to have that freedom to
just
do.
to force a weekend on you, sort of.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm still doing stuff. Like today, there's cigars coming here. Tomorrow, there's cigars coming here. You know, I gotta be here to get them because UPS likes to fucking move my shit around. So, you know, there's you know, there's really no break. You know, and I was talking to the therapist yesterday. She's like, "When was your last vacation?" And I was like, "Oh shit, 2010."
Right.
And she's like, I go, "But I turn every every trip's work."
You've been to the lake for
I went to the
a
lake.
couple days here and there.
Yeah, I went to the lake. I've been to the lake once this year.
3-4 days.
You know, I take a couple photos with some water and some product, you know, because I got to take all that shit with me. You know, it's always branding. It's always marketing.
Yeah, I've been there, man. No matter where you go, you're still on.
Sure. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And that's what I was talking to her about because I was like, bro, I'm on all the time. I've made my personal life my professional life, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, she goes, "Well, when do you ever turn off?" And I was like, I actually don't know who I really am.
Yeah, man, that's fucking it, dude. You become almost a caricature of yourself.
No, right. No, I'm an avatar myself.
Right.
I created this thing, and it's like, or is this really me? Like, I don't know, bro. You know, I'm like, I'm not. I mean, I'll find out on the 20th, whenever, you know. But so.
Yeah, definitely gonna find out.
Right, dude. There's gonna be some tears or something. I don't know. Yeah. But
all I know is we're gonna have a very wonderful day.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm really excited / nervous. So
we'll get to that.
Right. But you know, it's so like, you know, just my intake alone has got me kind of like, just, you know, she's like, when are you not on? When are you not working? And I go, oh, I'm always working. You know, I mean, at the lake. No, we talked about the lake because it came up, and I go, that's kind of a checkout time for me for a little bit, you know. Yeah. And you know, so it's like it takes me about probably, like, I get down there on Fridays, and then Saturday we hang out all day, and then Sunday is, you know, pack up, come home day. So it's really just like a 1 day, you know, day and a half type trip. But by Saturday around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I've finally forgotten about shit. You know, like I'm focusing on, you know, paddleboarding or jet skiing. Or, you know, swimming or whatever, you know, or just to see how many beers I can drink before I have to pee or whatever, you know, I mean. Yeah. But it's that group of people has no interest in work You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's probably why you do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, because like a lot of people I hang out with, we talk a lot about politics or work and all this stuff, and which I don't mind. You know, I mean, I like to be around like-minded people, sure.
Yeah.
But what down there, one guy sells garage doors, and the other girl's his wife's a brain surgeon or something.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Bro,
right,
something
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
crazy like that we can't communicate about. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah,
Like she goes, she's actually like a Alzheimer's specialist.
Yeah.
And so like we'll get drunk and she'll give us the test,
Oh my
the paper
goodness.
test.
Wow.
Of like if, bro, it's
Yeah. Yeah.
alcohol and Alzheimer's.
It's
are
pretty
real fucking
similar.
close, bro.
I would imagine so, man. Yeah.
This week I'm going to this weekend Thursday I leave. I'm going to Cincinnati. I'm doing a show on Saturday at a cigar shop. I'm doing coffee and cigars, and then but Thursday night, Thursday night, Friday, and Sunday I'm going to be at the Steampunk Symposium.
Oh.
Did I say that word right?
Yeah, you did. Where's that at?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Nice.
Symposium.
Are you gonna be there for work?
I'm not going to be at the symposium for work. I'm going to be at the symposium for play.
Nice.
And I want to try to find some cool ass goggles to show Andrew up whenever I come back for the next podcast.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, dude.
I like.
What's the wing lady on the Bentley? You know, she's got a name.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know who you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope to find some goggles with like two of them on. Right.
Ooh,
I don't
wow.
know, but in copper, of
Yeah.
course. You know.
Right.
Jeez, man.
Flying something.
Go.
Silver Spur.
I don't know.
That's the car that's on.
Red Rocket.
Yeah, or if I could get some
That's what
goggles.
Drew's doing.
Right.
Yeah, I was. It's funny you mentioned that because I was actually going over some ideas for next week in my head too. Like I had some. I don't know why. It's funny that we're on the same wavelength though. Like, just some outlandish shit.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll get some. I'm gonna take a little bit of cash I have, and I'm gonna hopefully buy some cool shit at this steampunk thing.
Very cool.
So that it's like when you go out of town and you buy that, like you go on a float trip and you buy one of them straw hats, so your face and shit doesn't get
Yeah,
burned.
dude.
And you're like, bro, I want to wear this all the time. And then
I wear mine all the time.
Well, I know you do, but you're special. You also wear fucking lime green Crocs all the time.
Fucking
But
love
Right.
my straw hat.
so
Right. I got a couple too, man. I like them too.
Love my
right,
straw
You're not
hat.
alone.
and when you never take it the next year, you have to buy another one. You're like,
Right.
I don't want to wear this all the time.
Well,
I never wear that.
I
motherfucker.
finally bought an expensive one 2 years ago at Ron John's. Not really expensive.
Right,
More
but a
expensive
legit
than
one.
than your cheap bullshit ones that you get at Farmer Home.
That's how I did from was it Dixon? Actually, they had some too.
Yeah, and
pretty
I
dope.
take it. I take it. I make sure. Usually, it's hanging on the back seat of whatever car I'm.
Yeah, I
in.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
it was on the backseat of the Suburban every podcast. It was on the backseat of Suburban forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next week's looking pretty good. So I'm going to do a coffee cigar thing Saturday in Hyde Park, which is like Cincinnati's like
Yeah.
fucking uber elite shit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, totally.
So I'm putting that together now.
Fun, man.
Yeah, no,
That is
it's
fun.
yeah. So I get a little money, get a little exposure, and then go, and then go hang out with Thomas and Alice. I don't know if you've met them yet. They're the freak show people that moved to Alton. Thomas was on the podcast.
I haven't met him, no.
No, super fantastic people. Thomas is going up there with the box truck. So my original plan was to go up there and ride with him, and then just take the one wheel because he's got a box truck, right? And just throw it in the back, and then one wheel to Cincy, or to the fucking cigar thing,
Right.
because the box truck won't fit in that parking lot. I mean,
Right.
that real estate's so fucking prime, dude. There's,
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like 7 spots in the back, and they're all Maseratis and Ferraris,
wow.
bro. Like these people.
Just coming in hot with a box truck.
Right, yeah, looking like I'm gonna blow the place up or some shit, So,
We got some fertilizer in the back. or something.
right. So but yeah, it's dude, those. I mean, most of it's like Bengals players, CEOs, like that. That's
Yeah,
who hangs out
yeah.
at this place. So
Yeah.
the last time, well, not the last time, second last time I was there, the guy that makes the metal credit cards for AMX
Mm-hmm.
and for like Disney and shit like that, he was there, and so he was smoking cigars, and so we're drinking like this $1,500 bottle of tequila, and he goes, "Hey, we should go to Vegas." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, hit me up sometime, I'll go to Vegas with you." And he goes, "Not like now." So he starts calling his fucking pilot. And I was like, "Oh, no, bro, I got to be in South Carolina here in a couple days. He goes, we'll be back tomorrow. We just won't sleep. And I'm like, bro, I'm driving to South Carolina from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right, yeah.
Like, this ain't, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, let's go drop 10 grand in fucking Vegas. I'm like, I have $600 to my name.
Yeah.
To my whole name.
Right,
like,
yeah, dude, I'm not on your level.
And I need gas to get to South Carolina.
It's a different world, man.
Yeah, no, for real. And so what was crazy was he calls his buddy, right? And who is in town. He's like, man, I'm gonna call Barry, man. Barry's gotta come smoke your cigar. So this guy Barry shows up. Like, it's like 10, 11 o'clock at night, you know. And these guys are like calling each other, getting each other out of the house and shit. And so Barry comes up and he's smoking a cigar. And I was like, what do you think, Barry? You know, he's having a Peacemaker cigar. He goes, oh, it's pretty good. And I could tell Barry's not a cigar smoker at all. So that was Barry Disney.
Oh.
From Walt Disney.
Holy shit.
Corporation. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
interesting.
Yeah. So I smoked with Barry Disney and this guy Aaron Tucker, who makes. He's one of the 2 manufacturers of metal credit cards. So he goes to like Dubai because they want this certain sound. He goes, bro, I worked like 6 months on a card. He was telling me a story. The guy he brings it in. You know, he flies to Dubai, gives it to the guy. Guy drops it down. He goes, no, that's not it, because he wanted a certain cling when it hit the fucking table.
Wow.
He goes,
that's some weird shit.
bro, you talk about money we don't understand.
Right, yeah, when you worry about that.
You got $500,000 in development of a room key, and you don't like it because it doesn't cling the right sound.
Right.
Sent him back, made him do another.
Ugh.
And I go, what'd you do? And he goes, I just made them out of silver.
Wow.
And he goes, it was 80% silver. These cards were, and I taxed the fuck out of them.
Right.
So I was like, right on. That's how you have a plane and a pilot that will get up at fucking 10, 11 o'clock at night and go to the airport and fire the plane up to fly a bunch of drunks to Vegas.
Right. That's insane to me, considering the state that most of the world is in. That you have people that not only have that ability, but have that, I don't know, man. It's like being removed from, I don't want to say reality, because that is their reality.
Oh, it is, yeah.
You know, so it's not fair to take that from them. That's theirs. They've created that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
so,
fuck.
You know, I mean, we're all on such different levels. You know, I smoke 3-4 cigars a day, right?
Right.
There's guys that save up to smoke 1 a week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know, so it's like,
yeah.
like, man, I wish I could, like, bro, I'm smoking $4 fucking Brevas. But, you know, I mean, you know, but it's like everybody's got, you know, I mean, everybody's chasing after something.
Yeah.
Should we order a box of Classicos?
Yeah, bro, just for you.
How much?
Oh, actually, what I did was I ordered 1 each, and then I figured we just, because I forgot what you said, if you wanted Maduro or natural.
Natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can just have the box of natural.
How much were they?
I don't, dude, you want the whole bill?
No.
Okay, because it hurt.
No.
It really hurt. Like, my feelings.
Well, my little box didn't. I'm excited for them though, because I've been smoking Peacemakers nonstop for 2 weeks.
They're actually cheaper than Classicos.
What, the piece? Well, yeah, but
because we have them made.
right,
So
but
we cut out everybody else.
but you smoke so many.
Oh, I know. You can't,
It's like, oh,
dude. I
kind of tired of them.
Yeah, no, I get tired of them. I get tired of any one cigar.
Man.
Dude, I don't even know what I'm. Oh, I gotta leave it. Dude, I was digging in the mystery box up there.
I'm okay to go back and forth, but
Yeah, no, I mean for real. And I should have got a box of Parivas. I didn't even think about it because I had, dude, my list was like dumb long, and and I do have coming tomorrow, which I paid extra for shipping. They have, but they had these Father's Day things. They're a 4-pack of stash cans that have, what is it, 5 cigars each in them, right?
stash cans.
Yeah, like it looks like a soda can or a beer can.
Oh, okay.
And
But do you hide your stuff in it?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but the cigar's called the Dad Bod, and it's the champion size, for the Punch Rare Corojo. That champion size, how it starts skinny and has a fat belly and goes back down. And they put little ties on them for Father's Day.
Come on,
Bro, I was like, I gotta have these. And then like the standard ground was like 1 to 10 days. I'm like,
Oh,
no
man.
man, I gotta
Gotta
have them
make
in
it
by this
time.
weekend. You
Right,
know? So
yeah.
I paid it was $150 to have this shit by tomorrow.
My goodness.
But man, I'm like, I only ordered 2 4-packs, but I figured I can, that'll, if I sell all of it, that'll fucking they
Make
cover
up
the
for it.
shipping,
Right,
you know, and
that's
then I
good.
still have the rest of the order. But that wholesaler alone is, dude, it's 3% of your total. Doesn't matter weight.
No shit.
Dude, I use two wholesalers primarily, unless I'm family direct.
Yeah.
But the two, like, so one wholesaler is based out of Illinois, so they're super close, right? And I'll have it the next day. So I placed an order yesterday, it went out yesterday, and it'll be here today.
Yeah.
As long as UPS fucking leaves it. But, yeah, and
Well,
and
Eric's back now, mate.
he should be, because he was on vacation last week. But, so then and their shipping's $20. They do have a minimum, it's $600.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean shit. That's like 5 boxes of cigars, right? I mean, it's so easy to rack up $600.
Right.
But it's $20. You can order a ton, like literally 1 ton of cigars, 2,000 pounds, and they will fucking do it for $20.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, and then there's this other place that charges you 3%.
Show up on a fucking stagecoach or what?
Dude, yeah, it's the other place.
Look at-
They charge you 3%. They still use UPS, but they do not. I don't know how the first one is getting it here so fast for so cheap. Like it'll be multiple boxes for 20. I ship shit, bro. I know that's impossible. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I also know they spend $0 on packaging.
$0.
Yeah, like dude, that shit will show up in a Huggies box
For real.
with more fucking packing penises than you.
It got shitty diapers.
Yeah, for real, bro. Like it's fucking insane how they ship. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
but they recycle everything, man. Like
Yeah.
the other place, it's brand new boxes, those air pillows that are brand
Sure,
new. You know,
yeah.
but still 3%, man. And but they don't have a minimum. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna order 1 box of cigars, fucking, you know, every other day. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then like one's almost always got everything, and then the other one's like fucking. I've been on back order with Hellions for 3 weeks now.
Damn.
So you know it's just
That's a big seller, too.
not anymore down there.
Really?
Yeah, because I got 770s for $10.
Oh.
So yeah,
Which ones are those?
they're called the. Fuck, I fuck it up all the time. It's from Asylum 13.
Oh.
It is the Schizos. So they're $770 for $10 in Illinois. It's fucking crazy. That's a 60 ring gauge is 1 inch round, so a 70 ring gauge is gonna be bigger.
Sure.
And then 7 inches long. So it's
That's what she
basically a motherfucking OnlyFans video
Right.
for $10.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
And if I could get
healthy.
a $10 subscription, $9.99 subscription every time I smoked one,
Right.
they'd be free.
Right.
Or I'd start making money on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
If I had more than 1 subscriber.
Man, I've never been into cigars, and I know that's weird being on this show. I did a pipe for a long time. Like at my old shop, I'd sit and
I
I
can,
don't know,
I can see you smoking a pipe.
everybody. Well, I mean, I grew up
Big-
on a
big
tractor with my grandpa
pipe,
smoking a
big
pipe.
hole.
Yeah, yeah, pipe.
No, I got this really sweet fucking German like handmade pipe. It's
Sure.
a legit pipe, and I used to put my fucking weed in it. I smoked my weed out of it,
Oh, I see.
and I loved it. You
That'll
know.
ruin a pipe.
Well, I tell you what though, it fucking worked.
Ruin a
Did you
pipe.
ever mix the weed with the
I
like,
did.
cherry tobacco?
Yeah, I
or
sure
some
did.
Shit? Yeah.
Well, we used to pack one of our barrels with cherry pipe tobacco and smoke it. Yeah, we'd put the pipe tobacco in our oil. All of our oil had pipe tobacco in it.
Okay.
All of it.
Right.
Let's start out because it just smelled fan-fucking-tastic, right? And growing up on a farm as a little kid, I just fell in love with pipe tobacco smell, right? So anyway, come to find out after some customers with some fucked up skin used it, it's antibacterial, or
Inflammatory.
it's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. They used it at Civil War to pack wounds and shit. So
Tobacco?
yeah, pipe. Yeah, just like
Yeah,
tobacco.
Tobacco.
Tobacco
Yeah.
is it's
chopped up
antibacterial.
tobacco.
Yeah, and so the oil in it would get into our oil, and then it was really great for skin conditions.
Oh, shit.
Like, super good.
That's cool.
Acne, any form of dermatitis. We had lupus patients that went back to work because their lesions healed up. It's fucking wild. But I could never say
Right.
this is a health benefit because you know what happens, and I get
Yeah,
shut
yeah,
down.
Yeah,
right?
sure.
So anyway, man, I would sit around and I would mix some of that pipe tobacco, and it would either be vanilla or cherry
Sure.
or whatever, in with my cannabis, and
Right.
you know, it was hard to not inhale the cannabis,
Right.
but you know, getting that combination was really pleasant.
Yeah. We still have those cigars here that are infused with THC.
Yeah.
So I bought some. We can't legally sell them, and of course we wouldn't in this state.
No, of course.
or this location. But
Right.
we do have them for my personal use.
Yeah, legal to own.
Right, I'm
And
sure.
use-
I'm
yeah,
sure.
of course.
Well, I got them before they were legal to own, but they're
That's neither here nor there.
yeah. but it's the Jack Harris strain
Oh,
that
wow.
they extracted the THC from.
Jack Harris that's a sativa, so that's an up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an upper. That gets you going.
No, so I've never smoked it.
Really?
Yeah. The THC scares me, man. I don't
Yeah,
know. I
yeah.
smoked the CBD ones from the same guy. He did
Yeah,
the CBD.
yeah.
He had a 100 milligram CBD one, and when you smoked it, and like before you smoked, I like smelling the cigars. Like, kind of give me a preview of what's about to happen. It smelled like a burnt Nintendo cartridge.
Right.
Coming hot out of the fucking box.
Yeah, out the oven.
Yeah, you got to blow into it, and you get that smell.
Yep.
That's how but then like the taste of it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
I'm a big cannabis fan. I haven't smoked in quite a while now, but I love it, man. It helped me sleep for the first time in many years from military bullshit.
Well, last time I did THC, I was down at the lake, and I slept at 13 hours after that gummy. But all the gummies melted together, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it wasn't a 10 milligram dosage. It was a lot.
It was a bathtub one. Some dude made them in the bathtub.
Yeah,
So,
Who
good dude.
knows? Who
Good dude.
knows what the dosage was?
Yeah, you never know, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Unless it's, and that's kind of the nice part about dispensaries. Like that'd be, that should be something I could, look into so I can control the dosage or whatever.
That's the best thing about the dispensary.
Yeah, no, it's somewhat regulated. Like they're out for money, so they're gonna give you those breakdowns.
Well, from what I've been told, there's a science behind it, but you can get like a hot. You can still get like a hot one.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh,
you
You
can.
can still get one that's like.
Oh, I've gotten them before.
more
where
than
you
it's
get it,
supposed
and then
to be.
I'm like, "That's the best thing ever," and I go back and get it again, and it's never quite the same.
Right.
And that's why, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so there's something about it that I don't mind doing the microdosing. Actually, I really enjoyed it. This is my week on, so that's pretty cool. I took last week off, but even last week I was in good spirits. I was running around. So, and I don't know if it's truly. I'm sure it is helping.
When you're talking about fungus, right?
Mm-hmm.
That has effects that will last forever. That's not something that
It's not a right now.
it's not just a right now. Yeah, that's
right.
one of the great things. Like with cannabis or some other forms of medication, I guess it is right now. But that one in particular, the compassion and the new outlook that you get on things from that doesn't fucking go away.
Well, it helped check my ego and go schedule a fucking therapist.
Yeah, man.
So
Well,
there's
eventually the
that.
world will rob you of it.
Of what?
If you quit taking it, eventually the world will come back around and rob you.
I think that depends on. I think you're right. It will definitely never stop trying.
Right.
But
We'll
you'll
definitely steal
always
back
have
from
that center to go back to, right? Like it does instill something in you that you can come back to, even if you go far left, far right, far north, far south, right?
Right.
But the world will. I think that's the world's job. I think the world's job is
That's
to.
the system's job.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, totally. Like it's their job or its job to just test the fuck out of you. And like only the cream rises to the top, and that's not. I don't mean that to be egotistical, but, right? Like it does seem like sort of like if you were to build, let's say like we were in charge of some planet,
Right.
and if you wanted to get the best of the best for whatever the fuck reason,
Right.
well, you put those motherfuckers through hell and see who
Sure.
comes out.
Sure.
You know?
Well, and that's how you, as you get older, that's how you figure out who's who in your world. It's like what was your reaction to this suffering?
That's right.
Like,
That's right.
Like we go 4-wheeling, man. We get fucking just him the fuck up,
Yeah.
And there's some people that wouldn't even get into those trails. And then there's other people that you get in and it's like, all right, help me out,
Right.
And
There's dudes that'll lift your whole truck with one arm.
right. Well,
Right.
They
Totally.
The power of the
Bro,
mullet.
well, they have a mullet, so when you have a mullet, you can pick up
Fucking
everything.
mullet power.
Dude,
Oh, I
mullet
know.
power's
I cut all my hair off. I got weak as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
There's so much
Yeah.
muscle. That's why I've been trying to grow mine out, man. I'm trying to get strong.
Grow your ball hair out so your
Right.
pecker gets stronger.
Right, something. But it's like how you react to the situation tells you, like, how you connect to somebody. So like
Does.
when you. So we were down in Moonlight one time, and I was like the only one to take this thing. I guess it wasn't the right way, and there were so many people that just looked at me, and they're like, I don't know, bro.
What? Okay, got
Like
right
so
on.
I'm in a truck that's getting ready to just tumble down a fucking hill, right?
Pretty steep, too.
I have no fucking safety gear on because, so Chuck's just yelling at me to put my belt on. I literally have my foot on the clutch, the brake. The brakes didn't work very well, so literally my legs are shaking, just waiting for some direction because you can't see because you're inside the vehicle, right?
Oh.
So it's like, and then like, I remember one guy, I don't remember who it was.
Travis.
Well, I think Travis got me out.
It was, oh.
Got me, gave me my fucking, was my spotter.
Right.
But there was 2 other guys that came up, and then they were like, oh, you're fucking done.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, that's weakness, man. Like, there's a way out. There's always a way.
Always.
Yeah.
But one of the way out was backwards.
Well, backwards and rolling. But, so, I mean.
Still a way out.
It is a way out. The downfall was, I was not prepared for that, and never again did I go without fucking clipping my harness on.
Right,
know?
yeah.
But it was one of those things like, we just got started. And
Right.
I was like, doo-doo-doo, and I was
First
like,
hill.
yeah, first hill, and I'm like, well, that looks sketchy. I'm gonna go fucking do that one, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm stuck. Help, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, so you're like teetering on rocks and shit like that, and literally like it's a manual transmission, so you got to find your fucking grab point on the clutch, and then the brakes only have a couple pumps before they stop, so you gotta really fucking. I mean, dude, it was.
You're just driving with a clutch.
Yeah. I mean, so we just, like let me say the proper word, use the transmission more than
Yes.
than the brakes.
Yeah,
So
all modulation.
right, yeah. So, but it was like we go get just tossed and stuck. It's like he was the king of getting stuck in the mud, man. He just wouldn't matter the fucking oil. Like one time me and another buddy were in a little shitty tracker, and I'm like, dude, we're gonna slam a beer every time Chuck gets stuck. We're 10 minutes in, we're 4 beers down. Like Chuck got out just to get stuck in the very next fucking like he let the clutch out and was like literally stuck again. I'm like, oh Jesus, this is gonna be a long day.
Right,
no
no
shit,
shit. Now nobody can even help because everybody's smashed.
So in the same hole, I was like, all right, here's our plan. Because we're 4 deep now in like 10 minutes, right?
You couldn't come help me unless I was out of the truck.
Oh yeah.
Just stay away.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, we're just gonna send it as fast as it can go, and we're already fucking buzzed now. So we send it and we just smoke a tree and just start laughing. It was like one of the better days.
Is that in the little tracker?
Yeah, it was that black tracker. That fucking
was I in the little one?
No, you were in yours.
I wasn't in the rig. I was in the little.
No, yeah, you were in the little
tracker.
Samurai. Yeah,
especially that one. I just rebuilt that engine.
Yeah, so he was punishing the fuck out of it. So
yeah, if I rebuilt it once, I can rebuild it again.
Right.
Yeah, for real. Right. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But it was so funny. It's like. And like, so we're driving. I'm like, yeah, we should do. Cause we're riding behind him. I was like, hey, we'll slam a beer every time Chuck gets stuck. And it's like we're sitting at the top of the hill. He goes down, gets stuck, starts pulling winch. And I'm like, well, fuck, So he gets pulled out, gets in, goes forward like 10 feet, fucking just stuck again. And all you hear is motherfucker, and we're like. It was probably my favorite day wheeling, just because I was driving something I gave 0 fucks about, and then just smashed trees. I mean, you couldn't do anything wrong to this thing because it was already done. Yeah, it's like when you get a prostitute, you don't care at all what's going to happen.
That's $500 ever spent.
It really was, man.
Well, it's funny because what started that wheeling conversation was like, as you get older. And you start to realize, like, sort of what's there for you, who's there for you.
Well, right.
And, like, it really does allow you to go do things. There's a correlation there to go do things where you're not worried about consequences because you're with people that are going to take care of you.
Well,
you're safe.
And especially in situations like that. Like, so if I have him and I have Travis and we go out wheeling, we're all going to get out. We'll figure it out. Chuck will get the tow rig with the trailer and blast through the woods and the trails,
right,
and destroy everything. But we'll get the fuck out.
Right? Yeah, totally.
So and it's cool. Like there's 3 different personalities, but when you're in the trenches, you're all.
You need those different personalities. Yeah. Like if everybody's the same, that's when you get fucked.
If everybody's the same, we all have blown engines.
That's right. Yeah, you're all stuck. Right. Yeah. Lots of metaphors there. My goodness.
But
I got Badlands come down in the whatever it was, their Ranger, their side-by-side Ranger fucking deal, and he goes, I seen you coming down here with a truck and a trailer. It's like after they were closed or they were getting ready to close the gate. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, we would go up to Indiana and get a cabin and just wheel for a few days.
Yeah.
And it's really cool, man. We go to Sam's and just buy like all those baked lasagnas and shit,
Right.
throw them in the oven, and you know, sit around and drink some beer. And,
You ever do the land between the lakes?
we never
Kentucky?
wheeled there.
That's supposed to be like world class.
I don't know, man.
I've never gone.
The Badlands was super cool because it was so versatile with with what it had.
Right.
I mean, there was sand dunes, there was mud trails, there was pretty awesome rock climbing.
It's bigger now too.
Yeah.
But we're talking Badlands. That's something in Indiana. That's not Badlands.
No,
That's
no,
not-
Yeah,
okay,
no,
gotcha.
it's Attica, Indiana.
Gotcha.
So,
Right on.
what's that Illinois town that's kind of big, that's close to it?
Raymond?
I don't think so. Anyway, it's about like 3 hours away.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
So-
know what town that
So
is.
somewhere on the border.
Yeah, it's close to the border,
Right on.
but north.
Terre Haute. Well, no, Terre Haute's in the Indiana side.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's north of that. But yeah, you know, there's been times where like, you know, shit breaks and then it's like you get like 4 or 5 guys trying to figure out how to get it fixed on the trail and go. So it's a lot like motorcycle riding.
Yeah.
You know, like so like every time Hinkle and I go on a long trip, that we you know, my bike will break down.
Yeah.
You got it. And so you know, it's like we're literally fixing it on the side of the road with what we have left.
Totally. Yeah,
you know,
man.
like
Yeah.
just whatever's here.
Yeah.
And then so like last year, when my bike broke down, man, it was really perplexing. It just would stop running. So you know, there's not a lot of wires, and then
Right.
like everything was plugged in that should have been plugged in. So we had to like literally take and you know, I like took apart a plug and then like figured out that was the problem. You know, I was like,
Sure.
I'm down to pulling like these little wires out of plugs, and one just fucking came right out. And I'm like, well, that's it.
There you go.
Dude, that road fix is still the fix. Like, I didn't order a new plug. Why? It already broke once. I'll just fucking,
Right.
you know,
Yeah. You already know how to fix it.
right. So
Yeah.
you know, but it's one of those things where like he's throwing ideas out because I'm getting frustrated, you know, and like when we break down in the trails, man, we've tied a log to a fucking front axle and fucking skied that thing out, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot like in the military, man. Like there's teams. Like when you go out, like there's never 2 guys that do the same thing.
Right.
You know, there's your, you know, the guy that makes shit go boom. There's the guy that
Sure.
allows you to talk to people. There are guys that knows how to fix a hole in your chest. I
Yeah.
mean, there's like, you know,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
all the different guys. So like to look around your circle as you get older,
Right.
you start to realize that you've actually built your own team of people.
Yeah.
Where everybody has their own fucking specialty. But when you're young, you want everybody to be the same.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
everybody's sort of similar, but then as you get older, you realize that everybody that
You want them different. Bro.
you've sort of done it unknowingly, at least unconsciously, but there has to be something to that because your circle is made of people that everybody's got a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
and
fucking cool.
Like I'd never go wheeling by myself.
Right.
I barely go riding by myself.
No,
You know,
well,
it's
yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah.
You know, it's like
yeah,
because honestly, I think motorcycle riding is kind of boring.
yeah.
You know, I mean, especially around here that I've seen everything a million times.
Right, if you're
You
by
know?
yourself,
I
right?
mean, guess what? The river's still the river.
yeah.
I mean,
and the bluff's still the bluff.
right, exactly. You know, the bars are still a bar.
Look,
you
kids,
know?
Big Ben, Parliament.
Right. Yeah, right, exactly. You know, so but like when you go out, then you're like you want to take a little more risk. You know, so I went out to lunch last Friday with not 2 Fridays ago with John Huddleston, and so we're coming back. We're cruising nice and slow on the bikes. I freaking gave him a couple twists on the throttle. You know, it's time to go. So we hammer down, and then I lose a contact. You know, and I'm like, I probably would have done that on my own, but you know, it's
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those things where it's just kind of funny. You know, so now there's a story. I can't. I'm riding home. I'm riding back to Alton like a pirate. You know, one
Group
eye.
dynamics is a motherfucker.
Yeah. You know, because they'll push you. You know,
yeah,
like,
for real.
I don't know how many times somebody's like, "Oh, you got a man, go!" And next thing I know, I'm in the smelliest 8 foot of muddy, nasty water. You know, like
Right.
and nobody's helping, bro, because it straight stinks, man. It was black ass water, mud.
Oh, I thought you were
shit.
talking about a strip club for a minute.
Yeah, no, no, yeah, no.
Same thing. You get buddies with you. Hey, go! And you walk through the door. You're like, ah, shit. Why am I here?
Right. Why is this girl in my car?
Man, I ended up in this trailer, like a trailer park. It was like a double wide that had been converted into a strip club.
No, it hasn't. What state is this?
This was down in Washington Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. And we were trying to find sort of like, we were trying to take a dude to the seediest ones we could find. We found it.
Yeah, no shit.
We found it. Walked in and this guy was sitting.
Mustang Sally's was the seediest one down there.
Mustang Sally's? So I don't know. It's not in a double wide trailer in Charlie Park,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, this was pretty wild. You walked in and it had been gutted and converted, right? There was a couple poles. There was a makeshift bar.
Gotta hold the fucking...
Gotta hold the roof up.
Right.
And, yeah, it was definitely load bearing.
Right,
the pole was load bearing,
right.
So, anyway, walk in and this young gal, which I think she was young, she was sitting at the bar and she had like an old green army, like a wool blanket on. And I'm like, oh, I know that blanket. I own a few of those.
Right.
But literally not the most attractive thing you've ever seen somebody cover up with.
No.
Yeah, and so she takes it off and she's just like, just doesn't look healthy. And she comes over and I'm sorry, like it's really horrible. And I know the thing, she was working, you know,
Yeah, right,
and
right.
God bless her.
Right.
But she comes over and me and like a few buddies and a couple clients from out of town were in. And we'd left a Cardinals game and did the whole thing. So we were pretty drunk. And she comes over and she sits on my lap and she says, man, this is so horrible. Youth is a motherfucker. She says, hey, for $40, you can fuck me anywhere but my ass. And I sat there for a second.
Thinking about $40.
And I'm married and I'm like not
Sure.
that guy. And I looked at my buddy and I looked back at her and I said, darling, I said, for $40, the only place I'd want to fuck you is your ass. And I'm not saying that's appropriate. I'm not proud of it. But she proceeded to get pretty angry. She went to my buddy's lap and then he tried to father her for about 30 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
Then the next gal came up and she had various knife and gun wounds.
Yeah.
And man, it was. I mean, you guys ever want to go? Let me know. I'll show you where it's at.
Is it still there? Not burnt down?
I don't know. I mean, this has been.
They all burned down.
And
Bro.
this has been so long ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
Well, we could get chicken and rice while we're down there.
Yes.
Dude, you ever had that orange house?
I haven't had Orange House. I've had like a Mung's or whatever.
It's probably got a real name, but it's the Orange House in Charlie Park.
It's right across from the
gas station, right?
It's the one with you walk through the door and there's bars on the windows. Yeah, dude. Of course. Yeah. I've been down. Yeah.
That's the best fucking
Yeah.
chicken, bro.
Yeah.
My ex-father-in-law used to take me down there all the time.
Bro, that fucking food is so fucking good.
Yeah.
When we go to the auction, we would fucking go hit something to eat after the auto auction. And yeah, man, I was like, I told him, man, I was like, I've driven from Alton to Charlie Park just to get fucking chicken and rice, and then drove back.
Yeah.
Like, just sometimes I've driven to Springfield to get a fucking burrito. Like, I fucking love food, man.
Do you ever go to Springfield, Missouri for the cashew chicken?
No.
There's a place there
it's
that
it's the peanut butter chicken, dude. Everything is
No. This one isn't. It's like a brown gravy, but it's not peanut butter. It's not like a satay or like a Thai thing.
No, I know. It's just like, to me, it tastes like somebody took some Jiffy and put it in.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Right
that
on.
shit is fuck.
Yeah.
So I had clients in Springfield, Missouri. So I'd stay down there. Like,
that dude sells that sauce. Like it's like everybody in the country knows about that fucking place.
yeah,
It's
do.
weird.
So every Chinese buffet down there is fucking that way, dude.
Yeah.
They all have peanuts. It's all peanut butter shit, man.
Yeah.
It's peanuts, but peanuts taste like fucking peanut butter. So I just don't understand why we have to have
Very poignant. That's peanuts taste like peanut butter.
Yeah, it tastes like fucking peanut butter.
That's a good call, Mike.
It's kind of early.
Yeah. Fucking peanuts. Everything's got dick in it. Just tastes like dick.
Tastes like fucking penis. So,
Penis sauce.
all right. When you going to Florida?
In the next week.
End of next week.
Nice. Very nice. Which part are you going to?
Cocoa Beach.
Very fun. Very fun, man. Nice.
Yeah, they get a condo. You taking the baby? I never heard.
I don't know.
Still don't know yet.
No.
Taking it.
As of right now, no.
Thinking of leaving it at home?
It's a grandbaby. So.
Oh, okay, right. I mean, I've heard people talk about their dogs and cats like that.
Here's some NyQuil, bro.
Yeah,
So,
we'll be back in a week.
See you in a week.
By the time it starts to go south, we'll be on our way back.
Right.
Be all right.
You need to put one of those auto feeders in, bro. It's fine.
Be all right.
The slow drip water.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
Big hamster.
Right, big old hamster fucking straw. It's fine, bro. Follow us for more parenting. And
If you're smart, you'll learn how to drink out of this.
Right.
the cream rises to the top.
If not, I guess we'll have to try again.
Right.
Darwinism, baby.
Right.
Man.
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
Oh my goodness.
So you got any shows coming up next week?
What is this?
We're Tuesday,
yeah,
we're Tuesday.
jeez, man.
Record Tuesday the 13th. So.
13th. I think we got stuff. I think July is packed. So this week I'm working on the album release, finishing up the artwork today, getting that submitted tonight, submitting everything to the Library of Congress this week for copyright, and I got album release coming up July 21st at the Conservatory with a few other bands. So
I'll be there drinking old fashions, I'm sure.
Divine March is doing like some I don't know, like Anderson's Barbershop is throwing a big concert.
Yeah,
up
there at Milton School.
Yeah, so we're gonna play that. We got something at
Red
Red Fang.
Have you met Noah?
Or Red Flag? No, I haven't.
He's stand up, bro.
Yeah, I've heard it's a great thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
stand up. They bought the one on State Street too.
Did they really?
The old Fletcher's. It's
Very
the
nice.
oldest barbershop in Alton. And
Very
so
cool.
they kept it a barbershop, and it's there's a dude there who works, Travis. Man, I fucking like if I walk in and he's not even there. Like so that's our walk in at Milton Schools by appointments.
Gotcha.
So,
Very cool. That's nice.
Yeah, so
nice model.
so I don't do appointments. So you know, like if I'm driving by and I see it's empty, well, I'm gonna swing in and get a haircut. You know.
Yeah.
But dude, so one time Travis, I caught him outside. He's smoking a joint, puts it out. We go in and get my best haircut I've ever had. It was so sensual, so slow, so fucking perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I sent him Christmas cards now.
Like marriage material.
Yeah, bro, for
Yeah.
real. Yeah.
Do
like,
it.
No Jeremy, but man,
Do
fuck, it was, you know, and I was like, man, this is gonna suck, and it was like every hair one at a time.
Did it come with a Snickers?
Dude.
You'll be here a while.
Right, bro. I was like, I think I dozed off, bro. It was so relaxing.
That's so
man.
cool.
Yeah, dude. So it's like ever since then, he's been my dude. And I'm like, what time do you get high, bro? Because I just want to come in after that. you know?
Right. Man, I had a situation like that. I was in the dentist chair on Scott Air Force Base back when I was still in uniform, and getting a dental cleaning like every year, you know. And I sit down, and this man walks in, and he is African American man, probably 6'3", maybe 275, 280. Got hands that would rival like I don't know, like a fucking linebacker in the NFL,
Right.
you know, from the fucking 40s. And I'm thinking, God, I hope this guy is just like here for moral support. Because if those hands come around my fucking mouth,
Right.
I'm not gonna have a mouth anymore.
Right. Yeah.
I look like a flip top fucking head.
You look like you're Canadian.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyway, man, best cleaning I've ever had. Softest hands I've ever experienced.
Gentle.
Just like you said, I was just like, I saw him coming. I was like the kid in fucking A Christmas Story. I was like, you know.
Right.
But as soon as he started, I thought, man, I can't even feel that. And it was a hard story to tell my wife at the time, who was also a dental hygienist, who had tiny hands, who felt like she had gravel for fingers. And if I said ow, I got like punished.
Right,
Like, don't
right,
say ow.
right.
And but yeah, it's quite the contrast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's always good when a man can make you feel like a woman.
I do. Right. So is that gonna be on the new LP?
That's it. That's the next album title.
Might be copyrighted.
Right.
Yeah, that's good shit, man. It's good shit. But yeah, so it's been a busy week for music, definitely.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw your car down there practicing yesterday. I was in and out.
Yep, we got another one tonight. So that was with Divine Margin tonight.
Nice.
Don't Get Dead. Yeah.
I
Building the website today. Actually, that was fun.
nice.
Yeah.
Just doing like a GoDaddy or
That's the domain. Yeah,
Yeah.
using a few tools to build the site itself. But yeah,
cool.
fun shit, man.
Yeah.
Feels real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels real.
That's-
It's actually surreal.
That's awesome.
It's shit I've dreamt of my whole life.
That's super badass.
It is. It
Yeah,
is. And
yeah.
to not have any real expectations, but just to keep seeing things come to fruition that could have easily been in like a bucket, you
Yeah,
know? Like,
yeah.
right, dude, it's good.
Aggressive patience, my friend.
That's it, man. I mean, that's it. We've been doing this for years, on both
Aggressive
sides.
patience.
Aggressive patience. That's what I have.
I think that's what I have too.
Yeah,
Very aggressive
well,
patience.
you have aggressive.
Patient aggression.
Work on the patience part.
Yeah, the patience part's coming. Maybe.
Probably not.
Probably
The
not.
pendulum keeps sticking on one end.
Yeah,
Come
right.
on, fucker, come back.
Sticky.
Which just makes me more aggressive.
Right.
Yeah.
Sticky on
Damn
the
it.
It's like a fucking SD card that won't format.
Right.
That is the patient side.
Oh, right. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
If this shit
Sure.
was on the floor, that's the less fucking patient side.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
If it wasn't all strapped down, it probably would have been.
Hey, man, it takes time. It takes time.
Well, that's the worst thing for me is when something that should do its job is not doing the job it's supposed to be doing, and there's no reason behind it. That's the thing for me. That's
his biggest trigger.
That's not.
You know, like when you grab a drill, put a fresh battery in, and the drill doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, like what's your
Like you just pulled it off the charger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything says this thing should work.
Right.
You know.
And then a week later, you look and the charger wasn't plugged in.
No, it is. Yeah. No, everything would be fine, and then it will fucking just not work. And then I do the same thing. I don't lose my shit on. I lose my shit on inanimate objects. You know, I lose my not so much on people because I understand people. I don't understand why this box spring doesn't go down the stairs or why this.
Right. That was a great story, by the way.
It's extremely hard for a person to make me that mad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really, really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I get mad enough I want to go punch somebody. Like it takes all of me not to drive to their business and.
But you've got it in you to not.
But I don't.
Yeah.
Right. But
Sure.
I don't. I end up doing something petty just to
Get us all fucking
get us all in trouble.
Get us all trespassed, dude.
But
PD calls me to fucking trespass me for a property. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm like, should we go into the legalities how it's not even his?
good job on not telling him my name or my phone number.
I don't do
or
shit,
nothing.
bro.
Dude, he had no idea who I was.
No.
He goes, I said, yeah, it's Chuck. And he goes, Santiago. And I go, no, dude.
Yeah,
No.
fucking internet.
No.
Yeah, I don't say shit, bro. He's like, hey, let me get Chuck's number. I don't have it, bro. Right. Like, give me your number.
Right.
I'm like, I'm sorry, we're not 20-year-olds, bro.
Yeah,
we're not fucking soft, homie. Like, we
I
grew
seen
up
that
in these
message.
streets.
I seen that message and I just started laughing. I was like,
Dude.
what a fucking soft ass worm.
Dude, so this.
I already knew he called though. I was already told that he called the cops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was already.
Well,
told.
it's funny. So my shop phone rings, right, down in Alton, and so Josh answers, and we're just talking about something. I'm like, I bet that's the cops. And for no reason, I just said that, right? And Josh grabs the phone and caller ID says fucking Bethalto PD, and he goes, Mike, it's the cops, and I go, oh shit. And so
Way to manifest that shit,
right,
Mike.
right, dude. Like,
No, I manifested.
yeah.
I manifested.
So
Motherfucker.
Josh answers, and I just get up and walk towards the phone. I know it's for me, man. It's Bethalto. I know it's about to fucking go down.
Right.
And it was, well, I had one of two things. It was rather with Chuck, or it was here. One, you know, like there's people
Here.
fucking.
Here would have been county.
Yeah, well, maybe. Bethalto's been here several times. So.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, it was for Chuck, and then he goes, hey, you know, do you know these people? And I go, sure. And he goes, nah, well, you know, you've been trespassed. And I go, what's that mean? Like, you don't have any footage of me fucking trespassing anywhere. And he
Right,
goes,
yeah.
No, what it means is I'm telling you, don't go there. And I'm like, okay.
Never been there.
I said, well, I've been there once. I've been in the building once, so you know. But that was the fucking last year, you know.
Right.
And so anyway, I go, bro, how can you get trespassed on something that they don't own or even actually have a legal binding contract to be there?
Right.
And he goes, man, I know this is dumb, dude, but can you just not go there for a minute?
He was laughing the entire time I was talking to him.
Like, it was such a petty, stupid. Like, it's not even worth getting in your car for. You're gonna make a couple phone calls and like, hey guys, this guy's a bitch. So
Right.
if you could,
Right.
leave him alone for a couple
Yeah,
days.
because we don't want to hear from him again.
Yeah, let him get to another city and then let the PD deal with it. If you guys can do whatever you want, then. But
Right,
just for the next week, can you just give us a minute? You know? And I'm like, this is the dumbest shit ever. And he goes, do you have Chuck's phone number? I go, nope. And he goes, you don't. And I go, no, but do you have a phone number? And so I took his name and number, and I texted a picture to Chuck, and I was like, call this guy, you know. I was like, I'm like, it's fucking...
From a burner.
Right. Nah, dude, it's not worth it, you know.
No, it's not even. It's something dumb. I shouldn't have done what I did, but what I did was nothing. It was stupid, dude. It was just absolutely stupid, and it was only to satisfy my desire to go knock his teeth down his throat because of all the shit that was just coming to fruition, and over, of course, it's been a couple months I've been hearing this shit,
Yeah.
but it's all been he said, she said.
Yeah.
So I let he said, she said go right out the door because they know how people are.
Right.
Yeah,
They
I've
just
been
want to
through
stir
this
that
before.
shit.
Yeah,
they
just
want
wanna
to
see it.
they want to see Chuck fucking.
Yeah, they want to see it.
They want to see Chuck hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
Right.
because they don't like this person, but they're too big of a bitch to fucking do something about it. So.
Right.
You know, you get
pretty typical.
You get two people that look like us. You know, like that's gonna.
Well, I've got a reputation.
Sure,
so.
sure. You know, and so and I'm like, so now I'm like, oh, now I'm, I'm like, why am I even? He goes, well, he asked that you be put in, and I'm like, dude, this is the dumbest fucking shit I ever heard. And he goes, well, you know,
you should have heard him on the phone with me. He goes, well, he was trying to get me to arrest you for property damage because he swears up and down you damaged. I said, wait, I damaged the sticker with my sticker? I damaged the sticker with my sticker? And he goes, you can hear him like trying not to chuckle.
right.
And he goes, well, yeah, he thinks you did. And I go, Jesus Christ. Okay. And he goes, well, just don't go there. And so I said, listen, I'm not arguing with you. I'm 100% on board. This is dumb. I don't have to go there. I'm not arguing with you, but I just got to know how somebody that was evicted for not paying his bills and is no longer there can have me trespass from property. He has no control. He has no stake, no control. He couldn't pay his damn bills. That's why he's not there no more.
Right. So it's not even his.
Right.
Yeah.
So how can he have me? And he goes, I don't know, man. Just and then I remembered I talked to the property manager. I remembered, and because I was just completely forgot because of the hilariousness of the situation. And I went, so wait a minute, I was supposed to go down there and look at this building. How does that work?
But we're gonna go with the property manager and
Right.
look at it for some things.
Right.
Sure.
And so it's like,
That guy didn't call me back yesterday. I might have given him the wrong phone number too, though. So
oh, there you go.
I don't know my phone number.
Well, I don't know your phone number when anybody asks.
So, but it's just.
I didn't even know you had a phone.
It's just. Listen, sometimes I almost don't. Let me tell you. But listen, it just like I said, I've been hearing it, third party for so long, and then I got a screenshot of him actually saying it.
Yeah, sure.
And so that was just like, oh, so it's all real. So I tried to call this dude. I tried to call him, and no answer. Won't answer the phone. Well, he's busy. Maybe he's busy. He's probably not busy, but maybe he's busy. So whatever. So I sent him a Facebook message. Sees it. Doesn't respond. Doesn't call me back. So I call him through Facebook Messenger because you're looking at it.
Yeah, it shows it. Yeah.
So I call him through Facebook Messenger. Doesn't answer. So this just makes me more mad because it's like I'm trying to resolve this and you don't want to resolve it. So obviously everything I've been hearing is true.
Right.
The screenshot I just got is because you never know the screenshot either, man. People can make that shit.
Yeah.
There's some talented motherfuckers out there. There's probably an app someplace that lets you make that shit. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, but this is all true. That's why you're avoiding me. Obviously, you've been doing this. You're guilty. You don't want to.
Sure.
Don't want to. I'm going to catch you.
Yeah.
We have a conversation.
It's the same reason you went to the police.
It's gonna come out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Hiding.
So
It's a bitch.
So I'm down. I was dropping a car off like 4 blocks from his new shop, and I'm down there, and literally I'm mad now. I'm mad about it, right? Whereas before I wasn't mad about it. If he'd answered the phone, I probably would, and just lied to me, I'd probably just let it go.
Yeah.
But he couldn't even do that. So now I'm mad about it. So now I'm like, I'm gonna go punch this dude. I'm gonna go in his shop.
I'm gonna go punch
And
this
if
dude.
and I'm rationalizing it in my head. If I hit him just one time, I get a summons. I just get to go home. I get a ticket. I go home. All I gotta do is hit him once.
Just can't break a nose.
Right. As long as I only hit him one time, and even better if I open hand him. Right. That's even better. Right. That's just a simple.
Does the heel of your palm count as open-handed?
It's a simple battery.
Right.
You get a ticket.
Right.
You got to come to court. You go home. I don't even get arrested.
Right.
I can do this. This doesn't hurt me at all. Right. I can do this. And then what it was is I'd found a sticker, and I'm sitting in this parking lot, and I've got the sticker too on me. Right. I'm sitting in this parking lot, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go make a point. Right. I'm just gonna go make a point. You need to not avoid me. Here's my point, dude. I literally took this sticker in my hand, peeled the back off of it, and just went on the door, right? It just still curled everything, right? And left. got my van and rolled
So
the fuck out.
didn't adhere it fully.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
Just
didn't like
slapped it
smear it down or nothing. In fact, the guy who found it had to have, because the picture I seen, it was all nice and on there. He had to have done that because I didn't.
He's
do
like,
it.
oh well, you can't put a sticker on here half-assed. Let me
Right,
fix
Right.
that for you.
Yeah, well, let me fix it
Well,
before I take a picture
It's
of
stirring
it.
the pot, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, stirring the pot.
So, and I leave it alone. I kind of chuckle to myself a little bit. I left him satisfied. Like, I didn't have to punch him in the mouth. This doesn't hurt nothing.
Well,
This
good for you to
doesn't
work
nothing.
through that.
He can just peel it off. Not a big deal.
The patience pendulum.
Shucks,
Right.
finding new
Right.
ways.
Yeah, coming
Right,
around.
and it's actually not new ways. I've been known to act passive aggressively like this.
Right on.
I've been petty. I've been petty for decades.
All
bro.
right, I've been petty for a long, long time. I'll tell you about another sticker when I'm done here.
Right.
But so I go home and I start getting my dude, just messengers blowing up. People don't talk to me. They're just blowing up. So it's all screenshots of what he's putting on Facebook. So I sent him another message. I said, yeah, I put that sticker on your door. Straight up, I did it. I'm not gonna. I'll own up to anything I do.
Right.
And if the police catch me and I know they got me, fuck, I did it.
I'm your Huckleberry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they ain't got me, then it's shut the fuck up Friday.
Right.
Right.
But I said, yeah, I did it. I said, I wanted your attention. We need to have a conversation. I wanted your attention. So he has his buddy call me, and good on his buddy. Listen, nothing but respect for the dude sticking up for his friend. I respect that. I understand it. I get it. I respect that. So he calls me and he starts out threatening me. And it's like, dude, this is not going to work for you. This is not. So where you at? So where I'm outside, where the fuck are you? And I already know what it's about. So I'm like, well, go get him.
Mm.
He knows where I'm at. Go get him. Oh, he don't want to come, does he? No, that's why you're doing his shit work for him.
Right.
So I end up figuring out who it is. I said his name. He's just being kind of a jack off, you know what I mean? Trying to egg me on, trying to get me going.
Trying to intimidate you.
It doesn't work. So I end up saying his name. 180, dude. Turns it all the way around. Yeah, now I know who you are.
Yeah.
Now you're not hard ass no more, right? Turns it all the way around. So me and this dude have a long conversation.
I'm not anonymous anymore. Fuck.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Me and this dude have like an hour. Me and that dude talked for an hour. And at the end of it, he goes, yeah, dude, you're right. That's fucked up. He should probably call you and talk to you about that. Never does.
Yeah.
Never fucking does.
Sure.
It's interesting.
So now I got his buddy that wanted to beat me up over this stupid ass sticker thing. He wanted to fight over it. He's on my side now. You know, and he's still backing up his buddy. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But he understands why I'm pissed off now. You know what I mean? He gets it.
Yeah.
And then we get trespassed.
Then we got trespassed by Bethesda.
It's interesting to me how vague this story is, but also how interesting it is.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, we're not going to advertise.
No,
it.
of course not. Of
Listen,
course not. I respect that.
Did you know there's a breed of worm out there that can get to over 300 pounds? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. It's Patheticus phalaenus. It's the scientific name for this worm.
Right on, man.
So, and they can grow to over 300 pounds.
Sure, get pretty big and
Right, they get
yeah,
pretty big,
yeah.
pretty pathetic.
Right, can't do much for themselves.
Right, right.
What's
Cry a
up?
lot.
They rely on other smaller forms to do their work for them.
Cry a lot. Cry a lot. They're not known for their health.
Right, no, of
Right,
course
right.
not.
Yeah,
No,
not
after
known
that kind
for
of
their health.
lethargy that it takes to get to that size,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
tend to give everything up. Wow,
Ah,
fucking beautiful.
So yeah, that was part of last week.
yeah.
Since the last podcast.
Wow,
yeah,
man,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Yeah.
And it's still somewhat ongoing. I mean, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
really because I realized that he got me. He got me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I played right into what he wanted.
Sure, yeah.
I gave it to him. I
Yeah,
beat myself up for it for a day because
Yeah.
because I recognized it after the fact when I should have recognized it before the fact. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And so I did. I beat myself up out there for a day over it. Man, you shouldn't have done that, you dumbass. Why did you? And now this is going to cause you this issue, and this issue. I've actually gotten a couple phone calls, inquiries from the free advertising that I got. There's no such thing as bad advertising.
I mean, there is bad advertising, but like
publicity.
publicity though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's I don't know. I shouldn't have played into his game.
No,
What
but
he
in that
wanted
moment,
was-
like, yeah,
Right. What he
It's
wanted
hard.
was an excuse to have a pity party. That's what he wanted, and I full on gave it.
Gave it to him.
I let him have it.
yeah,
So
yeah. Instead of just completely ignoring it,
Right.
letting him
Right.
sit in it.
Right.
Yeah, that'll what do they call that? The gray rock treatment or the stone walling or whatever, where you just let
Right.
somebody just fucking hear themselves. They don't give them the
I
satisfaction.
still like to punch him in the mouth, but I'm not going to.
It won't change anything. He's still dumb.
Right.
No, he'll just go and cry even more.
Yeah.
And then he
Right,
will be
right.
the victim.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah, but I have this thing where if you want to be a victim, let me make you a victim. Let me go on and help you. Let me be. I'm a very giving guy.
So it's like being a martyr to
Let me
help a
give you
victim.
that. Let
Like
me
I'll
give
be
you
the
that.
martyr if you want to be a victim.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'll make you.
Right.
Wow, that's
But
two sides of a coin, isn't it?
I've been known to be very, very petty, especially when it comes to somebody like this that you can't directly touch because you know.
Yeah, you
it's
know
just,
exactly
it's
what's
just
gonna
trouble
happen.
for you.
Well, you're gonna catch it
and
in
it's
case.
not right.
Bro,
You're gonna be in the clink.
Yeah,
right,
you're
right.
catching a case over a sticker, bro.
Right.
I mean,
So I made this other sticker a couple years ago. 6-7 years ago? I made this other sticker,
Jesus.
and it's Eric Cartman, right? And I take this dude's face and I put it on Eric Cartman.
Man.
and I put words below it. My health. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember exactly what I put, but it was
Right.
about my health. And
been petty for days.
and I put
bro.
that shit, dude. I'd stick them motherfuckers everywhere. There's a good reason behind the reason that it was a sticker though.
Well, sure, yeah,
So the
of
guy was
course.
caught peeling stickers,
Gotcha.
and I had permission to put these stickers up, and they would go up and peel these stickers.
Wow.
And it was caught full on with a picture.
So
of
what
him
better way to
doing
do it than make another sticker?
What better way to get back is to make these stickers.
Yeah. Hey,
And-
man.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So-
When wit meets
and they were hilarious.
pettiness.
They were hilarious.
I like it.
So they were funny as hell.
I like it. If you're gonna be
So-
petty, you better be witty.
Right.
It's got to be funny and at least humorous, right?
Right. Well, if it's not funny and humorous, then what's the point in it?
No,
You know what I mean?
back
Hey,
away.
you might as well go punch somebody.
You might
if
as
you're
well,
not-
yeah.
if you're not getting
In a clown suit, at least
Right.
that's funny.
right, not getting some sort of satisfaction out of it. you
Right.
know?
No
Yeah, it's
shit,
just
man.
it's nonsense, and I shouldn't have played into it. I shouldn't have. It was a weak spot for me, and I thought maybe I'd gotten, and now it's just it's kind of getting a little worse because, but at the same time, they're the same fucking people. So
Yeah.
so let them be the same people.
Yeah, and as you
All by
change,
themselves.
like that's the thing. Like nobody can say that you're the same person as you peel back from that, right?
No, because 20 years ago I would have just stomped his face in.
Right, exactly.
I'd still be sitting in county unless somebody
Exactly.
had bonded me out.
Yeah, yep,
I'd
exactly.
still be eating day old bologna sandwiches and drinking lukewarm milk. I mean,
The fucking place.
honey buns.
right?
Fucking
Stale
gross.
honey buns.
Get them honey buns.
So and I'm not. Listen, I'm not above that. I'm still not above that. Really, it's just a routine. Once you get used to the routine, it's not that bad of a spot. I mean, you get a bed, you get a cover, you get.
I
there's
beg to
people out there
differ,
with a
but I
lot
do
worse.
understand you. Yeah.
Right, but there's a lot of people. There's people
Oh,
out there
dude,
with a
hey,
lot
listen, I've
worse.
slept in places that.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I got
but
it. I got it. But
it's not worth.
Home's where you lay your head.
They're not worth it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, it's
And
not,
I
dude.
just
I enjoy my liberties. I'll never say freedoms because we've had that conversation. I
Yeah.
don't think I'm free to do shit.
No.
But the liberties that I'm given, I do enjoy them, and you don't get them in there.
Right.
I don't.
Right, well,
so that's
yeah.
what I miss.
I mean,
the
you
liberties.
you can read, you can watch TV. I mean,
Yeah, but see, I'm a fresh air guy,
Yeah.
and whenever I check myself into
there's
Jefferson
no
Barracks,
fresh air.
no, none. It was the same way. I was in Jefferson Barracks,
None.
and for the first I think it's like a 7-day rule, you can't go outside,
Right.
and I was starting to get fucking anxiety attacks like crazy because I just needed fresh air.
Right.
Now, did I need it? No, I survived.
For sure.
But man, there was something in me that fucking wanted it.
Right.
I'm a daylight guy.
Yeah.
I gotta see daylight.
Yeah.
If
Right,
it's cloudy, I
right.
gotta see daylight.
That's the thing. Those institutions are made to deprive you of
Fuck
all
yeah.
of those basic
Absolutely.
things. It's
See,
like
my cousin was in state down in East Saint, and he had 3 years in there, and I still have all his letters, right?
Yeah.
And so he, when he first got in, he could see outside, right? And he was watching all the bikes go through, and he's like, that's what his letters were about.
Yeah, yeah.
And then eventually it morphed into, so I'd send him biker magazines and chopper shit.
Yeah.
And then I started sending them yoga fucking magazines. Started sending them workout magazines.
Yeah, dude.
With the biker stuff, right?
Right, sure.
So 1 week I'd write them. The next week I'd fucking send them JPEG so he can get fresher honey buns.
Yeah.
And but watching him morph in these letters from just coming off the street to 3.5 years later where this dude is fucking jacked doing yoga in the yard, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now when you see him, dude, he is a fucking monster, man.
Yeah.
So his addiction went to working out.
Yeah. If you're gonna be addicted to something.
Right, but
Yeah.
that outside was fucking with him. He could see the world.
Really?
And
I think I'd have been all right as
he,
long as.
he wanted, because he was fresh in.
Yeah.
But eventually, the
gotcha.
outside world didn't matter, you know.
Sure.
So, but
I could see where that would be.
yeah, it was you know, it was just like twisting a knife in the wound.
Yeah.
You know.
Huh.
So, because it was like, you know, because he was a big part of the bike life. And,
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah.
know, and then watching these groups fucking ride through and shit, man, was just torture for him. You
Right.
So, because that's what, you know, these letters are about this. And I'm like, and then eventually sobriety comes in,
Yeah.
you know, and then.
Clarity. And,
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, the outside world didn't matter. It mattered what was in here.
Yeah.
So-
And you know, I mean, you got to look at a situation like that, and I bet he's got gratitude for doing that time now. I would imagine.
He should, man. Dude's making fat money. He's a fantastic mechanic.
Right.
You know, he's
Got his health. and-
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's
and
good.
So he's, you know, he does a cut once a year. Gets down to like 5% fucking body fat. Takes the wife out on a trip and just rails her out forever. And you know, I mean, just you know,
Sure.
that's his jam now. You know,
Yeah.
so
A lot better than whatever got him in trouble.
yeah, man.
Right?
So
Yeah.
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 Yeah, something
That's
about
good.
you can't rob a store with a gun, and if you push them,
Is that an Illinois thing?
I think so.
Okay.
But you know,
Fucking Nazis.
Yeah, I know, right?
Except in Chicago.
Well, yeah,
True.
Chicago.
I think it's different in Chicago.
Chicago's you do that before you get into grade school,
Right, yeah.
So he shoved a person like out of the way, and then like while exiting, and
Oh, that's assault with a
deadly weapon.
Yep.
So that he got that charge tacked
See,
on.
Okay,
See,
so
Jeremy,
shouldn't
that's
there be
the-
a common sense clause somewhere?
Bro,
like,
we're
yeah, I know.
That's the person I used to be. I know all the violent felonies. I
Right.
can tell you, instantly what that is.
Yeah.
I know it.
See, I'm the guy that's got the Black's Law Dictionary that, like, I look before, so I know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
word I
I
can't
know it.
use.
You-
I can't, like, yeah.
You figure it out when you're in court.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Yeah.
I
So
know it.
yeah,
Like-
no. So yeah, just because he shoved her out of the way of the door, he got assault
Yep.
with a deadly weapon.
Yep.
Even though he didn't use the weapon for.
So when are we going to admit that all of those, like, well, I'll call it a loophole. It is a loophole to get you in, not a loophole to get you out.
Oh, absolutely.
Is all just to mechanize that industrial complex that is free labor, right?
Yeah.
I think we've talked about it before.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like
true.
it's just a trick and a trap.
Right.
Like you're not going to get out of being a state employee now.
Well, here's
you're
the
going
thing.
to the clink.
He probably didn't even get convicted of the assault with a deadly weapon. He probably got convicted of something else because the assault deadly weapon is just a hold it over your head so you take this
Well, yeah,
instead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's like-
right. There's got to be a carrot,
when
right?
it's
like- yeah,
well, when
yeah,
you're,
yeah.
when you're booked, you're on 10 charges, and then when you come down
Right.
to
Yeah,
it,
you get one.
you get one.
Right.
You know.
Well, they did that shit to me. They did that shit
Well,
to me.
they
There was
do it to
there was a
everybody.
case that
That's
had
the-
no
that's the-
evidence.
Right.
Yeah,
It was a
that's
she
the-
said, he said, no evidence whatsoever. My attorney even asked, like, where's the evidence? And there was none. My attorney then told me it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. The truth doesn't matter in court.
Nope.
Told me fucking straight up, truth doesn't matter in court. And then the charges they wanted to give me were so obscenely out of whack
Yep.
that of
Yeah.
course I'm going to come back
Yep.
and plead guilty to a
Yep.
lesser charge.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm still I'm guilty until I get done with this fucking vet program.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wait a minute, you're exactly right. You push something to the max
Yep.
to make me feel, it's like when somebody says, how much is that? And you say, $1 million joking, because you know $30,000 is going to sound a lot easier.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Fuck
right.
me, it's a sick fucking game.
Well, and then county. So, and I'm sure that everybody else is like this too. This county is infamous for picking you up on a charge, and then
Throwing more.
not actually charging you, just leaving you. So when I was in that one time up there, there was a dude in there with no actual charges. He was in there pending charges. They grabbed him because they could grab him, but they weren't quite sure what he was gonna be in there for. So they held him. Right, they were holding him.
Good old democracy.
Pending formal charges. He'd been in there over a year pending formal charges.
Freedom.
Imagine that.
Yeah, man.
So then throw economics in there. So let's say you're not from an affluent fucking family.
Right.
And so you're stuck.
Yeah,
for
you're
a year.
stuck.
Yeah, a wealthy person could be out in a day because the attorney would say, hey, listen,
Right.
this is against this statute, blah, 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 you're out.
Dude,
Right.
But that guy,
I verbally assaulted a cop, got arrested, right? And then posted I didn't take my shoelaces out. Didn't even take my clothes off. Nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Like, do you have any money? Sure, here. And it walked right out.
Yep. Whenever I posted bail, I'll never forget the judge said, it's going to be, it was like, $5,000 or whatever. It was going to be the actual cash pocket. So whatever,
Right.
$50,000 or whatever it was. Yeah. And I looked at him, I said, man, I don't have that right now. Well, how much do you have?
Yep.
Yeah.
You mobster
Yeah, bro.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
the mob went.
How
Oh,
much
yeah.
do
In
you
the
have?
politics.
Yep.
Motherfucker. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like to go on that path.
No, yeah, but no,
it fucking
you-
gets me.
Can you afford to get your own attorney?
Yeah. It's literally in the thing. If you cannot afford to get
Yeah.
your own attorney, it's
But they
all
hold you. But
money.
if you can't afford, they hold you.
Yeah, of course.
But if you tell them, yeah, do you have a job?
Yeah.
So you never answer that question with no.
Right.
Always say yes, because they're not going to go look.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a decision right there. Yes, I've got a job. Yes, I'm going to get an attorney when I get out.
Right. Yeah.
And then they let you out.
Right. Yeah, I'll never forget the dude after me walked up there and said, I just don't have any money.
Right.
And he's like,
Remand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, holy fuck, dude,
Yeah.
what is going on here?
Bro.
I got a lot of lessons during all that. And I mean, I came out okay. I'm not,
Sure.
like, I'm good. I got all my shit about me, but the lessons learned in that were really like, well, you better keep your head down because these boys are out to get theirs and they don't give two fucks about you.
Dude, I've been detained for tinted windows.
Detained for
Yeah.
tinted windows.
Yeah.
I always thought that was funny because if it's a danger to the police officer
It's not dangerous.
that they're tinted,
Mm-hmm.
but then they approach you, how dangerous was it?
Right.
That's not dangerous.
It's a weird thing.
Well,
Yeah.
no, and at least in Illinois, they've laxed it a little bit. There's still some stadies that pull out their fucking little.
Yeah, Troy tries to do it. Troy, Illinois tries to do it every once in a while.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
get their little light thing. Yeah.
You know, for all the dumb shit I've been hemmed up on, man, I'll take every one of those for all the fucking shit I fucking got away with. You know.
Yeah, totally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like I paid a back tax.
Yep. Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
just like Chuck said, like,
Oh.
if you're like, I was driving that farm truck. That's now its name. So I was driving that farm truck. No plates, no insurance, I didn't have my driver's license on me. I was just fucking working with it. And then, so they, I was like, bro, just write the ticket. We gonna do tow this thing in? You can have it. Like I
won't come and get it.
I won't even come get this motherfucker.
Right, it'll be your problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know, and so it's like, but it's one of those things. It's a title issue. I'm waiting on the title.
Just take your ticket.
You mean you're waiting on the certificate of title?
No, I'm waiting on the actual title. But
It's a certificate of title.
Yeah.
We never get the actual
Yeah.
title. It's
Right.
when you register a vehicle, Mike, it becomes state's property. You have a certificate of title that says that you're enabled to have it and use it.
Oh.
That's how the system
I
works.
guess it does say certificate.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
It does.
I mean, yeah.
That's what happens when you're not a state's national and
Right.
you register with a state.
But that's like.
So anyway, my bad.
So I'm breaking the law. I'm driving it on the street. So I get pulled. I watch the cop do a U-turn. I literally just pull over in the next parking lot. Here you go. Come on.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where's your plates?" Well, I'm not registering this.
Right.
And they're like, "Well," and I'm like, "Bro, it's a big pile of shit. Every day it starts is a good day."
Right.
I'm like, "I'm not," and it's so it was really
Yeah.
funny that like my honesty to him, and he goes, "Well, let me get your license." I don't have that either. Dude, I'm fucking working in muddy, shitty fucking conditions. You mean carry my fucking wallet with me?
Right.
Like I show the rats my fucking ID before I fucking kill them?
Right.
No,
Yeah.
fuck off, bro. I mean, it's just not going to be on me right now. It's normally somewhere near me.
Sure. Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, where's that?" And I go, "It's up where the truck normally is."
Yeah.
I'm like, and he's like, "Do I want to know about insurance?" I go, "I wouldn't ask." He goes, "What are you doing on the street?" Well, I'm not putting this shit that's in the bed currently in my fucking truck, my nice truck. I'm going to put it in. And he goes, I'm going up here. I'm going to throw this shit in the dumpster and it'll sit on the property.
Right.
And he goes, all right, hold on. You know, I mean, it was
Right,
just, but it's like,
yeah.
it's write me the fucking ticket, bro. I mean, if you want to write one, write one. I deserve it. I got
Sure.
caught.
Right.
I
Bro.
never argue with a ticket, even if it's not, even if I wasn't doing it, I just don't.
Well,
argue
no,
with it.
because all you'll hear is like, you know, they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
no. Here's what you learn. You learn that the cops don't. That's their power.
Yeah.
That's their power. They have the power to arrest you if you want to be a jack off.
Right.
But otherwise, their power is to write you a ticket and send you down the road, and the person to argue with is up there at the courthouse.
Right.
And they're not even worth arguing with.
No, they're not.
Because they're not nobody either. There's
No,
some
you're already
law
guilty,
school-
and they
yeah,
don't
there-
give a shit.
There's some
Yeah.
there's some pre-law, you know, just doing their time, and so
Right.
you know, as part of getting their law degree, or you have to have so many things before you can practice, so many hours before you can practice. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
just doing their time,
Yeah.
and they're not worth arguing with either. So you just and here you go 3 times, they throw it out anyway. So I'm just not tickets not worth arguing with.
No.
I just go 3 times.
Yeah, just give me the fucking ticket, bro. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, there's, I remember this dude back in the pawn shop days, a long time ago, man. This dude got stopped for running a red light, right? Like, it turned, they were just pulling him over to pull him over, so that was the excuse. This motherfucker rats on 3 fucking drug dealers just to get out of a fucking stoplight ticket, bro. I'm like, I swear to God he did, bro. Like, it was like... and
Wow,
like,
that's a soft two right
dude,
there.
dude,
Wow.
They had him fucking... He was on a hit list, man. Like, there was dudes looking for this motherfucker, you
I
know?
bet.
Because I would hear all the street shit fucking in the pawn shop.
Sure,
you know?
of course,
It's-
yeah.
So,
And then you learn. See, that's where county screwed up with me. Is I'm smart. I catch on quick, catch on really, really quick. And so when I was a teenager, the county would stop me for leaving my driveway. Not even a reason, just for leaving my driveway. And well, you just teach the person how the system works,
Right.
and then they
Well,
use it.
yeah.
Like I know now that if I get like 4 tickets, right, and one of them's a seatbelt ticket, one of the main reasons I don't wear my seatbelt. If I get 4 tickets and one of them's a seatbelt ticket, all county wants is the money.
mm-hmm.
So you go and you plead not guilty. And then you go back, you plead not guilty. And then they're going to be like, well, blah, blah, blah. And then you look at the guy, and when he's trying to talk you into paying these fines, you look at him and go, I tell you what, you drop these 3 moving violations, because that goes against your license.
Insurance.
And you drop these 3 moving violations, I'll pay the seatbelt ticket. And almost every time you get out of there with a 75, well, it's $100-something now,
Probably, yeah.
but you get out of there with a seatbelt ticket, and they drop almost every. Sometimes they'll argue with you, say no, and you'll have to go back, and then they drop them all.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But you know what I mean. But
Dude, I've had a helicopter spotlight me. Like, fucking street racing, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, they got the helicopter out. I've been stopped by the helicopter more than once. Like,
Sure.
You know, which means you're not getting away.
No.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, you're not
So-
getting away no more anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back in the day, they said you can't outrun the radio.
Right.
Well, now you have 700 horsepower stock cars. Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda can.
Yeah, but there's cameras everywhere.
There is, right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been stopped by that. I've had it down to a muffler ticket. You know, I'll get a fucking helicopter. You know how much money I cost the fucking St. Louis County?
Sure.
And chasing us around?
Right.
Bro,
right.
helicopters are
Fuel
out.
alone.
Yeah, helicopters are after us.
Louisville
Right.
Metro.
Yeah.
Louisville Metro
Did you see
posted
that
something
shit?
the other day.
Yeah, I saw it, dude.
Yeah,
That was
well,
fun.
because I'm subscribed to their, I
Yeah.
follow their page.
Yeah.
Louisville Metro, because they're funny most of the time.
Yeah.
Louisville Metro has a big thing about the circus shows, the side shows.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
call
sure.
them, where they're coming through and they're just doing donuts in the
Yeah.
parking lot. And, it's not even so much the people in the cars that are idiotic. It's everybody out there watching.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
see this car driving recklessly. Why are you going to walk out in the middle? You
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Trying to get that IG.
Yeah, for the
that-
grams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You're trying to
right.
get that IG reel,
But-
bro.
So Louisville Metro has made it to where they can come back on you way later.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
if they
that-
see
Your
some
car.
shit on social
oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
way later.
So that's happening in Texas too. With
Right.
that dude.
Well, they're all doing it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all doing it. So Louisville Metro puts out this thing about their Mopar impound lot. And literally the video that they put out, it's Charger, Challenger, Charger.
Dude, I'm gonna
That's
tell
their
you.
Mopar
I know Andrew has one, but dude, when I see one of those on the road, man,
It's their stoppy stick.
I start looking for the stoppy sticks, man.
Yeah, dude.
I know that motherfucker's running from the cops.
Yeah,
bro.
dude,
Right.
for real,
Right.
man.
Yeah, plates ain't real.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Especially over on NASCAR fucking North, dude.
Yeah, NASCAR North County, bro.
Ooh,
That's
boy.
my favorite, dude.
Boy, they'll take your bumper off if you ain't fucking careful.
Dude, it's so funny because it's like, to me, like, I changed seat position I grabbed the shifter. It's an automatic, but I still grabbed the shifter. Like, it's full aggression mode.
Yeah.
And then the eyes start. Dude, I've street raced for fucking
Sure, yeah,
decades,
dude, I know,
bro.
yeah.
And I just love watching the holes, and I can see. Man, and I went over there to melt gold last week, man, and I watched this motherfucker, like, I'm like, bro, those tires aren't holding this fucking maneuver. I started slowing down, because I know, I've watched cars break from tires and fucking
just go.
smash
Just go,
balls,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm like, I'm trying to jockey to get safe, right? Because I don't want all that debris hitting my car. But somehow, man, I mean, this dude prayed extra hard that day or something, but that fucking car whipped back in and straightened out, and I was like, not a chance he'll do it again. Fucking keeps going. Just keeps driving that way. So we used to do a race from the old Quick Trip on 367.
Uh-huh.
So they've moved it, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
the
yeah.
old Quick Trip, we'd all start there. And we'd race to the Quick Trip at Tesson Ferry. So $100 entry, winner take all.
Right.
And then so you would race. So that's about a 50-minute drive normally, right?
15?
50. From Tesson Ferry is like past West County Mall, the Dub Mall, all that bullshit.
Yeah, you're going to South County by that.
Yeah,
you're almost to
South
South County. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you're you're down there in Gravelly Bluffs.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
So it's
yep.
way
Oh.
the fuck down
Yeah,
there.
you're going all the
You're
way
talking
around.
270 all the way
All the way
Yeah,
around.
270.
Doing the loop from
From-
Mo to Mo.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
yep.
guess that'd be in 50 minutes.
Yeah, so it's 5-0 standard driving, right? You know, even at 70 miles an hour, still because you got traffic and everything else.
Yeah.
So we pick a time, we all go there, we all fucking take off, right? And we would race, and we'd get down there 20 minutes or so. I mean, we're doing 100 plus mile an hour on 270. So I was that guy,
Yeah.
but my car was built to do these things.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
So aren't them Challengers?
It's not. Oh, I know they are. It's not a Delta 88 on some 10-ply fucking tires. You got
Right.
cheapies, bro.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like
yeah.
this shit is fucking like.
Yeah, let's go.
I got the stickiest tires. You know.
Yeah,
Like
of
there's
course.
a little bit of experience, shit like that.
Yep.
So I had one of my civilian friends, one of my square friends, with me one time. He wanted to hang out. He wanted to see the street racing stuff, right? So I pick him up. Nice church-going guy, beautiful guy, man. Lovely family. He's one of those picture-perfect white picket fence fucking guys. He's probably on the HOA board. Actually, I know he is.
Yeah.
So you know, just one of these guys. So we take off and we're in the car, and so I'll take off, dude. There's no lights that stop it. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
You're talking, you're gonna win $6,000-7,000 depending on how many people are there. You know.
Right.
And so him and I are going, and I rarely lost because I didn't care about any life or anything.
Sure. Yeah. No regard.
So I'm with him. Fucking, we hit traffic, you know, so it's like walled out cars, and I'm like, fuck. So I downshift, I take the shoulder, I fucking go around a thing, hit another wall of cars. So I'm in the lead. I go to do it again. There's a cop on the shoulder, so I fucking had to whip back in, slow down real hard, and then get pulled over. You know.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think you're racing, you know, because fucking that's what we did this shit. Like,
Yeah, they
you know,
knew.
once every 2 weeks at
Yeah.
least, you know. And so they pulled me over, and he's like, I had a warrant.
Oh.
I had a warrant from the city, you know. So we were in the county.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I go, buddy. I was like, if my friend can drive the car, don't, because you know I have carbon fiber parts on it and shit like that. I was like, if my friend can drive the car, you know, please, you know, don't call the tow truck, right?
Right.
So then he goes, well, as long as we don't find any drugs, you know. Because he's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh man, somebody slammed on the brakes. They must have seen you. I had to swerve out of the way. You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're outside of the car. They're searching for drugs, and they pop the hatch, and then there's a nitrous bottle there, and I just lost my shit laughing, bro. I was like,
That's the drug. That's the drug.
he goes, dude, it was so fucking funny because I'm like, no, I'm not racing at all. Fucking NX bottle, fucking bottle warmer, gauges everywhere, you know. And I'm
Right,
like, oh, I was like, I'm not racing, dude. I couldn't even keep it in. I was laughing so hard. And then they're like, all right, man, see you later. You know, it was like, so I got back in the car, and my buddy's like, you have a fucking warrant and you don't go to jail. And then, like, well, the cop said he didn't care about City Metro. You know,
Right,
it was
yeah.
It was a parking ticket warrant. You know,
Right,
like,
yeah.
So if you park in handicap, they take that one seriously.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but I was a courier, so I parked I parked anywhere I fucking wanted. I had a little
Right.
laminated piece of paper that said, I'm a courier. Fuck off.
Yeah.
So I would park anywhere.
I've got a clergy sign.
Yeah,
so I get it.
yeah,
Same
right,
thing.
yeah, right,
yeah.
right, yeah. It was pretty fucking,
That's
pretty
fucking
fun.
rad, dude.
I was like, dude, I'll take this ticket. I'll go to jail. I don't care. Just please, man. I just got this car fucking done, man. Don't.
My stretch used to be 255 in Collinsville,
Oh,
or in
bro.
Illinois, down
Yeah.
by Dupo and Columbia
Oh,
and
bro.
all that shit.
Yeah, if you come from 15, I think it is,
Mm-hmm.
like heading north, man. You're up here on the hill. There's no way. There's no ramps.
Nothing.
You can see forever.
Yep.
So that's where I figured out, like, the pressure on my head will blow my contacts out when I'm on a bike going too fast. So I'd hit 150, 160 on that stretch.
Yeah.
And then, like, pop my head up a little bit and my eyes would fucking blow out. So,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's nothing like doing 150, 160 and then not being able to see all of a sudden.
Yeah, no, dude. I had my only real experience like that was I had an Evo. I had an 03 Mitsubishi Evolution 8, and built that motherfucker up. I mean, it wasn't like today's standards are different.
Oh sure.
But back then,
dude.
Yeah, now it's if you ain't got 1,000, like you're not fucking around.
Dude, isn't that something?
It's something. But mine was 575 at the wheels.
Yeah, which is
all-wheel drive. 9,500 RPM red line.
Right.
Like fucking that 4G63 was a tank.
Still is.
And dude, I was racing.
Yeah.
If it wasn't a leader bike, I would race it.
Yeah, me too.
And
I'd race all of them, but yeah.
I left this motherfucker. He was on my bumper fucking with me one night. Left him. I looked down to a 195. No brakes.
Right.
Just let off the gas. Hands are sweating. He comes up next to me eventually, flips the visor up and starts shaking his head. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
That was... After that, nobody would touch that car.
Oh, yeah.
No, everybody heard the stories back on STLSR and all that shit in the day.
Right.
Back then.
Right.
And nobody would touch it. And after that, I just sort of walked away from it.
I was beating bikes on 70, like heading west,
Yeah.
So just pull over and it's, guys are like, oh, I wish I had somebody to race. And I was like, I'll race you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm smoking a cigar, doing a fucking, hoovering some schneef and fucking, while I'm fucking doing 150 miles an hour, watching this guy fucking battle it out with the wind. And I'm like, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm changing the CD in the fucking dash, bro. I'm like,
reaching behind you for the jewel case.
Right, yeah, no, for real. When I put the visor down, I got all of them right here, It's amazing how that's like a lifetime ago now.
Yeah, it is. It's unthinkable.
Dude, it's so, like, because I had about 500 horsepower in my car, right?
Yeah.
And it was lightweight, all that shit. And, dude, you can take bikes. You can take bikes all fucking day with that shit. And it's like, the bikes haven't really progressed like the cars have.
They have not.
So there's the H2 that came out that it's called an H2. I think it's Kawasaki, dude. That motherfucker. I think it's supercharged from the factory. I mean,
cows have always been bad though.
Huh?
Cows have always been fast.
Yeah, they have. It's always been the battle.
For a while, it was just Busa though.
Yeah,
Buses.
Dude,
if it wasn't a Busa, you weren't doing it.
I would still take a 97 Busa. Actually, I really liked. I had a 97 Busa, and then I had the 1000 Gixxer. Yeah. And that 1000 Gixxer handled so.
Oh, of course it did,
better,
dude. Yeah, the 1000 Gixxer was always the sweet spot.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah,
man.
Even the 750 was also like that was a
750.
great fucking bike.
Dude, one of my first motorcycles was a 600. No, I had a F4i.
Who made the Gixxer?
Suzuki did.
Yeah. So the Hayabusa is actually part of the GSXR line.
Yeah.
It's a GSXR 1300.
Yeah.
Hayabusa Suzuki.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
My buddy used to drag those Busas. He was the guy that other bike owners would pay to drag the bike.
Oh, there you go.
And dude, hanging on for dear life,
Sure,
the
right.
whole thing. Yeah.
Bro, you're running 8s, right?
Yeah, dude.
The fucking Tesla runs 9s.
Yeah.
Like off the lot.
Yeah.
9s.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking wild.
I've drank a half a gallon of water today already, so
good for you, man.
I'm about to. This is going to be day 3 of a gallon a day.
Good for you, man.
Yeah,
That's how it should be every day.
Well, it should be, and it's somehow really easy for me to take down. So I'm just trying to flush out the toxins, and
it's probably because you were
about a gallon of tea a day.
Well, yeah, I know, and it's made of water.
It's 95% water.
It's 5% water.
95%.
Oh, 95% water.
So
it's all water. It's just got some brown leaves in it.
Well, that agave I had last night, I'm sure there was water somewhere involved.
Boy.
I pee clear.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There you go.
I pee. I'm hydrated.
Take some vitamins, bro. Get that yellow going. I like it.
Damn, dude.
So I got a 12:30 in Alton. The guy's coming up from Sykeston to buy a bunch of coffee and get a barrel and all that shit. So for his cigar shop. So yeah,
good shit, man.
Yeah, a little bit at a time, man.
Yeah, dude. It's amazing how little incremental changes add up over time. So keep at it, man.
Yeah, aggressively waiting.
Yeah, I know. I got hit hard today actually with some mental shit. Like,
good or bad?
Good for me.
Yeah.
But like realizing that some relationship shit has been, I hate the fucking word,
fake,
has been triggering some old shit from my marriage.
Right.
And yeah, I think I made my gal feel pretty bad, and I don't think it was her fault. Yeah, it's on me. So like I'm saying, like incremental things add up, and like that's just one of those things I want to throw it out there. Like, it's we all do it.
No, sure.
We all have to go through these things, but recognizing it and owning that shit is.
I saw you a couple Sundays ago. I was with a girl, right?
Yeah.
So I told her that every interaction is a transaction. Not the best thing to say to a girl who likes you. And I go,
but if you listen to some professionals that have been doing the relationship forever, it is transactional.
Everything is transactional.
Everything is. If it's not, then you allow yourself to become dependent.
And a doormat.
Yeah, bro. Totally.
So I was, and so it's been brought up a couple times, and I go, think about what I just said. Like, why am I here right now?
Right.
You're getting something from it.
Right.
I'm getting something from it.
Right.
It's a transaction.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can have these transactions in any.
And you can have altruistic transactions.
Sure. And there can be feelings involved in transactions.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't take it as so cold-hearted. But every interaction is a transaction.
Right.
And then once you figure that shit out, then how do you want this transaction to go?
Yes.
So I used to knock on doors every day and try to get people to pay me.
Right.
Pay me my money.
Right.
And so every time the door opened, I'm selling them or they're selling me.
That's right.
So every single interaction is a transaction.
It sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is, man.
So, and then it's personal too. But, it's like, hey, it's like, you want dinner. I like dinner. We can go. That's the same transaction as what's going to happen later in the bedroom.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's very simplistic,
right.
but yeah, of course.
Yeah, you want.
If I paid, you have to perform.
Right.
If you pay, I have to perform.
Right. Right.
We're all fucking circus clowns, right?
Yeah. So it's like, but it keeps coming back up, because it hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, it hurt.
Well, give her that book, The 4 Agreements, because if you take things personally, then you're doing it wrong. And whenever you hear somebody say something that you don't like, really the best thing you can do is figure out, well, why don't I like it?
Well, she might just go listen to a Taylor Swift song and fucking relate it to me.
There's that.
There's that.
Right.
We're going to change the name of this podcast. There's that.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
Right
so
on, man.
Next week, I don't know if Andrew's got a guest lined up for next week. I feel like there's one maybe cooking.
He shouldn't.
No, not next week. Next
one.
week's the long episode where it's just the 4 of us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. We should discuss more offline.
Yeah, I'm going to be scared. So, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to pee my pants if I don't get off here. So, how about
Let's
we
do
sign
it.
off?
Peace.
Thank you. Like, subscribe, share. Comment your love of the courts.
Hashtag there's that.
Hashtag there's that.
Right.